the last time you saw me throwing a spinnerbait this much? Oh.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the third episode of Trash or Pass. Now, if you're new to the channel, if you're new to this series, what I'm talking about is a bait trash or does it pass? Does it pass a review? Do we give it an A+? Does it get a B? Does it get a C? Or is it just complete trash and I don't recommend using it? Now, this whole series is based on my experience and based on my personal opinion. So take it with a grain of salt, but I'm glad you're here. If you're new to the channel as well, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It is over there, right? I mess up every time, but I'm pretty sure it's over there, this side. Today I'm getting it right. Hit the subscribe button. I hope it's down there. So you guys saw by the title, I'm talking about the Megabass V9 SPinnerbait. Now, in the clips that you're gonna see, the one I was throwing that day was the actual bluegill, okay? Now, I've got the bluegill still here in the package right now, and that's because I'm doing another video coming up here pretty soon, and it's just a complete unboxing of some tackle that I got. The reason this one's brand new in the package is I had since thrown that spinnerbait and got it stuck in a tree. It's been pretty windy here in Oklahoma, and usually I'm pretty good about getting stuff out of trees, but it wrapped a few or 10 times, and yeah, there was no getting it down, you know, about 20 foot up. So, you know, it is what it is. It's fishing. You lose stuff. But like I said, in the clips you're gonna see, I'm throwing the bluegill. I was throwing the 3/8 ounce V9 in the bluegill color. I loved this color. This color was the absolute ticket that day. I think that bluegill has slept on a lot, you know, especially with fall coming around and, you know, being spinnerbait season. You know, everyone's going with shad, you know, like the one that I have tied on right here. I don't remember the name of this color. I'm horrible with it. This is the 1/2 ounce. I just call it the Bee Height Delight because it reminds me of a Bee Height Delight jackhammer from Z-Man. So this is the 1/2 ounce right here. Now let's talk about the bait itself. Now, in past episodes, I've talked, you know, I've given grades on, you know, castability, ease of use, action. I'm going to cover those things. I don't know if you guys even liked me doing the grading on those things. So if you did, let me know and I'll bring it back for the next episode of Trash or Pass. But let's talk about some things to be noted here on this bait. I had some guys ask me when they saw this in pictures, they're like, is that arm supposed to be bent like that? So the arm on these spinnerbaits right here is bent. So this second blade, this 2.5 number blade right here, does come in contact with that arm and it creates a subtle click. Now this is not your typical willow or Colorado blade, okay? This is kind of like a hybrid blade. Take like a Strike King willow blade, for instance. You guys should know what a freaking willow blade is, and if you don't, well, now you do know, because maybe you're brand new and you're checking out spinnerbaits for the first time. This is a typical willow blade. This is going to be a Colorado blade. This is just a typical tandem Colorado willow blade spinnerbait from Strike King. Now, Megabass kind of took the Colorado and the willow, and what's the other one, the Indiana blade? I don't know. They kind of took it and just kind of had them have like a threesome and have a baby. That's a really bad analogy, but it's the best thing I can come up with right now. But these blades give a crazy strobe effect, okay? They are textured, crazy strobe effect, crazy thump. I was getting feedback in my rod from the thump of this spinnerbait right here. Now, the head itself, it does have a keel shape. I don't know if you guys are picking that up on the camera right there. I'm hoping that it's picking that up for you. But the head is keel shaped. So this can be meant to be burned, bumped. It's going to come through cover. It's going to come over cover. It's going to come through grass extremely well. I did pick up grass on this. I mean, like you will with any spinnerbait. I picked up grass on it a couple times, but for the most part, I was able to rip that thing out of the grass with no issue whatsoever. So the bait like I said, on the head, you've got that V-cup design, so it's meant to help channel the water under the bait to keep it flowing straight and to keep it, if you're burning it, it's not going to blow out. If you do pause it, this does have a sick flare on the skirt, and the spoons, or the blades, rotate out. Well, you know, like any spinnerbait does when you're pausing it. The hook. It is a straight shank hook. You guys are seeing that right there. Straight shank hook, no bait keeper whatsoever. I did not run a trailer on this spinnerbait. I ran this spinnerbait completely stock, out of the package, just like this. The way they have tied this skirt on here, it does have a crazy flare to it. So the need for a trailer, to me, I don't think it's necessary. That can also cause some short strikes. I was able to hook up on this. I mean, if I were to give it a ratio, probably like 9 out of 10 times. Every time I got bit, 9 out of 10 times, I was able to hook up on this. Now, the setup that I was using on the 3/8 ounce bluegill right here. So the bluegill, the size of the blades, number 4 blade and a 2.5 blade on these spinnerbaits. That's the same from the 3/8 to the 1/2 ounce. I believe it's the same on the 5/8 ounce. All the weight is coming specifically in the head. The molded gill plates, the 3D eyes looking down. You know Megabass does not skimp on their quality. It is a piece of art. It's a piece of work. That's what they do. They want to make these things not only look incredible, but perform incredibly as well. Now, the setup that I was using that day, I was throwing a heavy power rod, heavy fast. This is the Hex from Favorite. I was throwing a heavy power, fast action rod, and the reel that I'm going to throw it on is going to be a 7 gear to even an 8 gear. This is the Daiwa Tatula SV 8.1. Now I was throwing it on the 8.1 partly because it's kind of a brand new reel to me and I wanted to use it. I wanted to have a good time with it, but also because I was able to creep this reel and still keep that spinnerbait going at a good pace. If I'm running over cover, rather than me having to pop my rod up, I was able to crank that reel a little bit faster. Also, if I got a tick, I was able to speed up my reel speed rather than going at that slow creep. I was able to speed it up really quick, imitate fleeing bait fish, trigger to strike. That's what I like to throw these on. I'm throwing them on 17-pound fluorocarbon as well. 17-pound fluoro is kind of like my sweet spot. 15-pound, you know, that as well, but 17 is generally what I go with. I feel like I need to quit talking and just show you some of the catches on here. So let's go back and, back in time a little bit and show you some of the catches that I got on this spinnerbait.
Right there, yeah. There we go. A little. Hey, might be finding them. You thought you were big, didn't you?
That was a hook set.
That was a hook set for sure.
Ooh, sounds interesting.
He's just got a little more spunk than the other one.
That fish came with a boom. Reeling in.
Yeah. I wasn't even paying attention. There we go. That's a better fish. Yep. Yeah. Sounded good, didn't it? Oh, God, right on the freaking drop, dude. Oh, he's deep in that grass. You should see his tail. That's a fat one, dude.
All right, so in closing, let's talk about castability on this thing. Castability on these, I mean, especially with not having a Colorado blade on there, this thing casts like a dream. It sailed through the air perfectly, hits the water. The way it would track through the water, and like I said earlier, the way that I was able to rip it out of the grass, this spinnerbait has become my favorite. Anybody who knows me knows that I am not, and I was not a spinnerbait guy. I grew up throwing spinnerbaits. I completely left them behind, and they're just not really in my wheelhouse whatsoever. But this made it extremely easy for me. If you're looking to get into spinnerbaits and you don't mind spending a little extra money for something that looks and performs extremely well, look into the Megabass V9. Castability, fantastic. Ease of use, absolutely. The feedback that you're able to get on this bait, running over cover, running through grass, anything like that, is incredible. So, I mean, ease of use is top notch. Castability, like I said, top notch. Durability, yeah, I mean, the durability on it's great, except for when you throw it up in a freaking tree. And, well, you know, that's what you run into. What were the other things that I covered last time? I don't remember. I really don't remember. I probably should have gone back and watched some of the other episodes, but, yeah. Megabass V9, pass. A+, I think it's solid. Check them out. It is a little bit pricier. I'm not going to talk about the price because I seem to get roasted in the comments when I talk about price. Like when I was talking about the Buzz Jet in one of the last episodes, Buzz Jet's a $30 bait. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen that episode yet, I'm going to link it right up here. Yes, right up there. Had to look at the screen really quick, make sure I was pointing the right direction. Dev's Buzz Jet Trash or Pass review, right up there in the corner. But Megabass V9 spinnerbait, A+. Solid freaking bait. Guys, thanks for watching. If you're still here and you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button for me. I want to keep making these videos. I want to keep growing the channel, and I want to be able to test more baits for you guys as well. So, it is fall. The hoodie's on. It's time to go out and catch a freaking monster. So, good luck, guys, and I will see you next time when we're on the water.